Hey there everybody, and welcome back to another episode of DC Draws Speed Painting. And in this episode we're gonna have part 2 of the JK Films inspired Halloween illustrations for Halloween month. Ooh. And if you missed last week's illustration, link to that right here. It was Bartenstein, which was Bart Kwan mixed with Frankenstein. That's why he's kind of in the corner right there. And I really wanted to incorporate Geo into the illustration with other JK Films members. Now, with this piece as a whole, when I first started the Bart illustration, I actually didn't intend to make this one large piece. So, you know, I really had to think on like, okay, I already have this Bart illustration, which is fairly simple. He's just kind of in a simple pose. And I'm like, okay, so how am I gonna make Geo kind of work with Bart in some sort of way? And they have to kind of be able to interact with each other. And I'm like, okay, so one, Geo and Bart just got married. So I'm like, okay, I have to show the love between them somehow in some sort of Halloween-esque way. And I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna make it so that Geo is one, a vampire. We can just call her Count Giovanna. Yeah, like Count Dracula. And we're gonna make it so that she is holding Bart's heart. That sounds like some sort of weird love song. Bart's heart, it's always breaking apart. I should make a solo album. Not really, but so I also wanted her interacting with Bart directly and sort of like touching him in some sort of way. Not that way, you dirty McNasty pants motherfuckers out there. I really wanted to show their love in some sort of way, and the way I did it was her hand is kind of caressing his chin, saying, "This man, or I guess in this case, monster, is mine, and I have his heart in the palm of my hand." And yeah, that's how Geo laughs. I know she does. Yeah. And I try to include as many details as I could in here. So the one I'm working on right now is actually her tattoo, which was, you know, damn difficult to try to replicate because those tattoo artists are incredibly talented, and trying to copy whatever they're doing is very hard. So I tried my best to kind of get that in there as well. And, you know, the reason why I kind of wanted to do these separate illustrations, so this is a 4-part series, so I'm only going to be doing 4 characters from JK, at least for Halloween, hint hint. And I didn't want to do a bunch of characters in one illustration because it'd be too time consuming, and I am going to be leaving for Dubai soon, so I'm actually making all these videos at breakneck pace right now. And if I were to do a lot of characters all at once, it would basically make it so I'm rushing through and all the characters would suffer in some sort of way in terms of quality and detail. So I wanted to spend a little bit more individual time with each individual character. So that's why this one has a lot more detail than the first one did. And I want the illustrations to be a little bit stronger and more in my style. When I first did the JK Films Baby series, it was a little out of my comfort zone, to be completely honest, because I'm not used to drawing babies. Who's used to drawing babies? So with this one, I made sure that I spent a little bit more time on each individual person. And I think it was worth it. I think it was a good thing that I did that. And I'm just adding a little bit more details with this. And something that bothered me with the illustration that I didn't find until later was the fact that I messed up and I didn't check the line weights of the line art. So if you see, Geo's lines are a lot thicker than Bart's. So I had to actually go back and like fix those, and you'll probably see that in a little bit. And you know, I'm just adding a lot more detail into this one, so I have more blood, because you know, she's a vampire, she likes the blood. Blah. And I put like blood all over the hand, on the 2 bite marks on the neck, on her new boobers. Yeah, those are brand new, people. And a little bit on her teeth and lips as well. I tried to make this as, you know, I guess vampire themed as possible. So a lot of red, a lot of purple. I feel like the red and purple combo is very, you know, very vampire-like. So that's kind of what I went with this time. And I even added a little bit of eyeshadow in there as well. The eye is yellow right now, but I actually go back and change that into a nice dark crimson red color, just to kind of keep going with the red and purple theme. I want the red to kind of contrast off the purple. I guess more complement. Contrast? Compliment? Contrasting compliments? So yeah, I put a red eye instead of a yellow eye because Bart kind of has a yellow eye anyway, so I don't want them all to have yellow eyes. It's kind of weird. So this is the sketch layer, and then there's Bart, and here is the full illustration with Count Geo. And I really hope you guys like this illustration. Next week is going to be one more JK member. Who's it going to be? Leave your comments down below on who you think it's going to be next week. And just remember, guys, that you guys are all lovely, sexy, amazing, awesome bitches. And that I love you. Bye. Mwah. Hey there, everybody. Thank you so much for watching this video. Remember to leave a comment down below on who or what you want me to draw next, as I'm always taking suggestions. Also, if you liked the video, don't forget to leave me a big old thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe, because I do post videos every week on Sunday. Now, if you want to see last week's video, luckily for you, it's right next to me. Make sure I am doing right by you guys and still incorporating more JK stuff. Speaking of which, I'm still working on that animation. I'm doing a lot of shit right now. That's why you haven't seen much updates on that, but I will give you more updates on that later. With this illustration, it is a little bit shorter because it was so flowy. It just kind of was able to, I was able to kind of do it really easily and really kind of quickly. I think it's because for the most part, muscular dudes are kind of my forte. I grew up watching a lot of Dragon Ball Z,